look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, they'll throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. And this poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs, and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's really been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Over the middle, that's the tight end Senate.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
Actually, that could be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Panthers coming out now. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is He's got it. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. And they will take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.